What has happened, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Bailey Kramer, and I'm a real estate investor and entrepreneur. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through a big problem that I was having in my Airbnb business and a creative solution that I came up with that you can implement in your business as well. So first, let me give you some background. I started my Airbnb business a couple years ago, and I've been co-hosting other properties for other investors and also buying properties of my own. And I manage all my properties completely remotely. Another thing to mention is that I have team members, employees that do the guest communication for me. So that way I'm not the only one answering my guest messages. I have people who do it for me. Now, for the past about 2 years, I had American staff running the operations. But a couple months ago, I made an adjustment and switched over to overseas virtual assistants to cut down on costs and improve the profitability of my business. Now, the biggest problem that I was experiencing with overseas VAs was how they communicate. Now, the VA I hired is unbelievable. She's awesome. She's a very fast learner. But at the end of the day, she's not American and she doesn't speak exactly how I speak. So anytime a guest would message us and she would message them back, I would always recommend some tweaks of the message to my VA to make it sound more American and more like it's coming from me. After about a month or two of constantly telling her different ways to send the message to make it sound more American and more like me, I realized there's gotta be a better way. And that better way is exactly what I'm gonna show you here. So I wanna jump into my Notion account, which is essentially the central operating hub for my Airbnb business. So I just wanna show you all the things I had prepared before I even hired the VA to make this process 100 times easier. So I have different property pages for all my properties. So this one, it's an example page, but I put it 284 Main Street, and it has all the information about my property that I possibly know. Any question that a guest would ask, it's on here. When's trash day? Where can I park? What are the rules? What's the bedroom layout? Is there central AC? All the questions you'd possibly want to know about the property are in here. The hard part is when the guest asks a question, it's about formulating that response to sound how I'd want it to sound. That way it's uniform for all my properties. And in the future, when I bring on multiple VAs, I want them all to sound as similarly as possible. So besides having just these property pages for each property, I also put together what I call this guest messaging playbook. So it gives scenarios for like maintenance issues, what happens if a guest instant books, if there's an inquiry, all these different things. And I have a bunch of different templates laid out. But again, from what I've realized is you cannot prepare for every single scenario because Airbnb guests ask a lot of different questions. They ask in a lot of different ways and a lot of different scenarios pop up. Here is the ultimate solution that I did and what you can implement in your business as well. So I call this my messaging clone. So what I did is I used ChatGPT and I trained it on how I respond to messages. Okay. And I titled this Bailey Clone. It's a clone of me. So that way, whenever we get a guest message, all we have to do is copy and paste that message in here and then ask it, how would you respond to this message? And it'll spit out a message that is exactly how I want it to sound. And again, it's because I trained it by literally just copying and pasting past guest messages to show it and train exactly how I would respond to messages. Now, it's not perfect, and it's something that I'm constantly improving and constantly tweaking, but I'm super happy I'm doing this and investing my time and energy into this because, again, this is going to make the process easier, especially when I hire more and more virtual assistants going forward. So just to give you an example, in my guest messaging playbook, I mentioned how to respond if there is a maintenance issue, okay? So the example message that I'll put in here is this. I'll copy and paste and say, a guest messaged me this. How should I respond? Okay. So then once I paste that in, it is going to spit out a message, okay, according to how I've trained it here. So this is the response that I would personally use. Hey guest, I'm so sorry to hear that. And then I'd ask a clarifying question. And this is all just based on, again, how I trained it and copy and pasted this information into ChatGPT so we can learn about it. Okay. And then this is what the message spits out. Hey there, I'm really sorry to hear about the trouble with the washer and dryer. Just to double check, have you tried checking if the power outlets they're connected to are working with other devices? Also, could you please let me know if there are any other power issues in the property? we'll make sure to get this sorted out as soon as possible. So to me, this is an excellent response. Now, again, this is all personalized. So to me, that's excellent. If you're like, hey, Bailey, that message stinks, the beauty of this is you can go ahead and customize your own ChatGPT clone to clone exactly how you would respond to messages. So I hope this gave you some insight on how you can use ChatGPT inside of your Airbnb business. And if you want a full-on step-by-step demo of me actually setting this up so that you guys can copy this as well, just let me know in the comments below and I'll make that full-on video. And if you got value out of this, please send it to another Airbnb host who would get value out of this video as well. That's all I got, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.